Not.
Oh my gosh. All right, Facebook. If you're catching this, whether you're catching it live or on a replay, just know that we're also live on TikTok.
Hi, guys.
So when we're live on TikTok, we read a lot of questions that people ask. So we just sort of pay a little more attention to it because it's more of an active
And I take attendance. Tell us what state you're from and what country, and I'll give you a mark.
I need to move this, maybe.
Okay.
Or there. You got a ring light?
Yep.
Oh, wait. You know what I never did?
What?
I never went live.
Oh.
I mean, I hit live. Why is it? I keep hitting go live and it's not going live.
Oh.
Oh. I wrote the word as naked. And the word naked is not allowed. It's not allowed on TikTok. You're not allowed to use... I'll change it.
What did you...
You title, and this is going to be so funny for anybody that's anybody watching on Facebook. I titled this live, "The Wall is Naked," and I also did that on TikTok, and TikTok won't allow the word naked.
Okay. So
Mind you,
the wall is empty.
The wall is bare.
It's bare now.
We're allowed to use the word bare, but not allowed the word naked.
The contest has been completed right now. I mean, the first one. And 121 patches are going to Rusty in Whitefield, New Hampshire.
Ba-bam. So hang on one second. So if you're listening to us on Facebook, let us know what state or country you're watching us from. Because Jerry takes attendance.
Yeah. That's all. I don't do anything with them. I got it piled up over here. I just to say hello.
We are but a simple people. It's Brandon. It's Brandon Sellers. He's been on here before.
Hi, Brandon.
He says, "How are y'all this afternoon?"
Good.
And he's from
MISSIPPI. Gotcha. Got a mark. Give you a mark.
Oh yeah. Nice mustache, Master Chief Jerry.
Give you a highball. Thank you for the promotion. He promotes me every night.
Hey, it's the Fire Rooster. Hey.
Hey, brother.
Hi, Christian. How are you? Oh, Jennifer's on Facebook. Hell has frozen over.
Is that your daughter?
She says, "Hi, Poppy. You're
Hi,
my
baby.
hero." Yes.
Kisses to that baby go.
It's the other Susie.
Oh, my other Susie. Hi, honey. Great that you joined us.
That's what she said. Susie! Oh, Shin Shin's here, Maddie's wife.
Hi, Shin Shin.
Farmer Boy is here laughing at us.
Well, that's from the...
Hello.
She's from...
Oh, Misty's here from Fort Worth.
Okay, Fort Worth. Wow, Texas. Wow.
We're late because I couldn't figure out why TikTok wouldn't go on. And it's because I titled this chat, "The Wall is Naked," and apparently you're not allowed to use the word naked on TikTok.
Then why do you keep using it?
Well, I didn't. I mean, that was before.
Okay. Oh,
I mean,
before.
Now it says the wall is bare. But I kept going, why won't it let me sign on? And finally it's like, that word is banned or prohibited or something like that. So,
oh, my God.
Yeah. So here we are.
Here we are, kids.
Here we are.
Tick-tack, frickin' frack. We're back at it.
So Shin Shin put little flags out.
Thank you, honey.
And Misty says, "Howdy, sir."
Tell Maddie, Shin Shin, I'm going to send Maddie a thank you. You sent me the fire trucks all the way from UK. Thank you. Wow.
And Christian, the Fire Rooster, says, Mac Attack is here. He says, "Hey, brother."
Hey, Mac Attack.
Bill, U.S. Navy vet. Hello, everyone.
Bill is from Michigan. I know that.
All is well in Florida. Well, Mac Attack's from Georgia, too, isn't he?
Georgia, yeah.
Yeah, so Jerry almost didn't know what to do with himself today. Everything got so quiet. We got all caught up. We got the house almost...
Yeah.
I mean, the house is in reasonable condition.
Now.
Is that big, thick folder over there ours from this whole...
Yeah.
Holy crap.
That's the folder for the book.
Okay.
That is there. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I'm telling you. Yeah.
Let's see. So Alex Peyton Jones.
And he is from...
hey, brother. Me here
Minnesota.
again. How are you doing? How are you both doing again?
Good.
We're doing well. Misty says, "Is that a photo of your engine from your house?" in New York. On the lower right side right there at the end. That's 131.
Yeah, that's 131.
That's in Brooklyn.
Yeah, this is my firehouse in Brooklyn. Tower Ladder, 131.
And we do have a video that we put up. You know what? I put a video up. He's walking into that firehouse, and then he's walking around the firehouse, and it got crazy views.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm just some old goat walking into a firehouse.
Yeah, I was there in the 70s. A lot of years there.
And then Alex says, "Oh wait, who won?" Because you just realized the wall is naked. It was
Rusty Mickelson
from
Whitefield, New Hampshire.
And then there was 3 runners up.
And 3 runners up, and they are. Hold on, I have them here.
Thank you for the follow, Jody.
Thank
you for the likes.
Ken Barris from Brandon, Vermont. We have Gary Cromwell from Alberta, Canada. And the third one is Aaron Pritchett. I don't know where Aaron's from. I'll have to look up.
Is that the APO address?
Is that the APO? No, I don't know. I'll have to look
because
it up.
that was one of them's Devil Killer in Curacao. And I thought
that's it. Devil
and
Killer.
His goes to an APO.
APO, right.
So we won't get
I mailed him, yes, I did. Devil Killer.
Okay.
I mailed him a thank you. Yeah. So anyway, we have prizes going out to the 3 runner-ups, and Rusty, we're going to go to the post office in another day or so.
So we're going to go to the post office and talk to Stephanie, the lady that we always talk to. So we gave her a book at the post. We are always in there. We're always mailing books to students.
Mailing books to students and teachers. So
one day, I don't know, they're just, I don't know that it's the happiest job on the whole planet. And we always go in there and we cause a ruckus, and we're always silly and laughing. And we gave her a book. We're like, here, we want you to have this since you help us mail all these books. And she's like, what is this about? So she started reading the book, and then somebody in the post office swiped it from her and started reading it, and she swiped it back.
And now it's all over the place.
So they passed it around the post office, and all their spouses have read it, and they're just they were giddy. We don't even know you're going to go in there, because Jerry was on the front page of the Naples Daily News.
Yeah.
They probably saw that. That's probably what happened with Lanny and Ron next door. They saw the neighborhood. There's a little kerfuffle because Jerry was on the front page of the paper and it wasn't a mugshot.
Who is that?
So Donna says, good evening.
Hi, Don.
It's so different with no patches on
I know, honey.
There's one patch. It's right behind Jerry's head. You can't see it.
We're going to start again.
Because Rusty, when he won, he was from Whitefield, New Hampshire.
So we kept his patch.
We said, do you mind if we keep your patch? And that way we have this patch to start a next one. Right. So if anybody wants to play,
if they want to play, they can send us patches.
We have a starter patch. And we do have more patches coming in the mail. I went to the post office, but I was too early this morning. There was nothing in my box.
I'm gonna.
We got that one. That one came in last night.
We're gonna open this up now. This came from Andy Russo.
Yeah, Alex Peyton Jones is from Wales.
Oh, that's right. He's from Wales, right?
Chief is here. Evening, brother. That wall looks bare with no patches. Chief, I said.
I know, Chief.
I titled this "The Wall Is Naked," and TikTok wouldn't let me have a live called "Naked." It's a banned word. That's the sauciest thing that this house has seen in a while.
Hey, Chief, how are the girls? Give them huggies from me, from Grandpa. Oh, here we go.
Bill says, I found my pin from FDNY Engine Company 6 Tigers.
Oh, wow. Engine 6. Wait a minute. 6 and... Who was the truck company? Not 9 and 6. Engine 6 and... Oh, boy. Jerry, come on, your memory. Oh, here we go. The city of Oberlin. Oberlin, Ohio. All right. Wow.
1853. So
wow. We're going to start another. We'll start another
This
patch.
came from the school teacher. It came from one of the school teachers up there. And I will tell you this, that I grew up over here by Oberlin. I'd say maybe 10 or 12 miles away from Oberlin. I took Jerry to Oberlin.
We were there.
In 16,
Beautiful town. Beautiful.
Just a beautiful
college town.
But this was one of the stops on the Underground Railroad.
Yes,
this is one of the places where...
Yeah, right.
So it's just beautiful. It's country out there. There's lots of cornfields and bean
yeah.
fields, and Jerry got to run through a cornfield for the first time.
First time, New York City kid. She said, "Stay in your row.
Don't get lost." I'm like, if you get out of your row, that's when the helicopters come. You just go, you run as far as him and the grandkids. You guys run as far as you want, but then come straight back. Don't go left, don't go right. You just go front and back.
Well, we just got a little note here from Annie.
Okay.
It says, "Jerry and Chris, sorry for this little slip of paper. Stopped on my way home to get this one patch mailed to you. One of my students, Joe, got this patch from a family member. Oberlin is a few cities southwest of our city, where the kids go to school. Love, Annie." All right, Annie. Thank you, honey. Well, we're going to start a new drawing, and this is.
Well, you should let them know what you're doing with her class tomorrow.
Yes, I will. That's another thing I want to talk about. Yes, I'm going to put that.
Wait, hold on 2 seconds. Shinshin says, "How do you buy your book?" Well, we buy our book from a publisher.
Right.
If somebody wants to buy, or that's how we printed it.
Yes.
Our book is for sale on Amazon, and I think at Barnes and Noble and a few other places.
Yes.
What was your greatest moment as a firefighter? Says Longboard.
Probably saving lives.
A progressive person from PA says, "Hello from North Carolina."
Thank you.
You have a hello from Arkansas.
Oh, boy.
Florida man followed the host, so thank you for that. Chief
Arkansas.
said, "Don't forget Texas."
Gotcha, Texas.
Is
Gotcha,
there a
Mom.
link for the book? Yes, it's in our bio. So if you see the little red helmet logo where it says it started with the helmet, and then when you click that, there's also a link to our link tree. And one of the top links is to order the book. And then also there's a links to a lot of the interviews that Jerry did over the last couple of months. I put them all up there or not all of them, but almost all of them, because there was a lot going on. The girls are watching and they say hi.
Hi, Chief.
Poppy
Thank you.
says hi.
Hi, Savannah and Julie.
When is the next patch collection sent off to a lucky winner? It is sitting at the door, packaged up in a bag, because we're going to ask Stephanie at the post office.
121 patches.
So it'll probably be a flat rate box. I'm
We'll put it.
assuming.
Yeah.
And then
It's going to go to New Hampshire.
we have 3 tubes. I would say are about 15 inches long. I'm probably about that big around, and we have a poster rolled up in them.
Yep.
With some other like collectible, just fun stuff, like a bookmark and stickers and a patch from North Naples and stuff. So that'll go off in the mail tomorrow. We got to get it in the mail because the tourists are coming back. So that, I mean, we've been charmed with walking into the post office and being first come, first served. And we're always first. And in about a month, we're going to dread going to the post office.
Oh, yeah. That's it.
We're going to be like, oh, let's go to the pack and ship store and just overnight it because it's going to be easier.
Yeah.
So it actually, Alex, because we're on TikTok, the video's not posted, but we also record on Facebook. Oh, wait. No, we did record that. We recorded the drawing, and then Jerry, I'm not sure if it's in that recording, but Jerry actually called Rusty too, because he wasn't on when he won.
Yeah.
And Mac Attack was like messaging him. It's like, get on here, you just won. So Jerry called him, and it was a total surprise.
Oh, yeah, he was thrilled.
And then we drew 3 other people to get something as well. No, thank you, Shin Shin. If you have any problems at all, let us know. And
yes.
And you can also get it in Kindle. So
Kindle,
and then you can just download it to a reader or read it on your phone.
Correct. Thank you for your
Hoosier
support.
says hi.
Hoosier? Okay,
And
Indiana.
then somebody says, hello, After Hyde, Blut, and Klein's Blumenline.
What?
I don't know.
Okay.
Because I'm not German.
Okay.
But usually what I do is I take screenshots and I send them to my girlfriend Gisela. We even did that. We had a German patch in the giveaway. And I said, well, we didn't know what the patch was. So I took a picture of it.
And he's getting that patch too.
She said it was a volunteer. It was a volunteer patch. Don't ask about the profile picture. Oh, Lord. Oh, so Osama bin Laden. Wow, 121. That's mad. What are y'all going to be doing next? Well,
we don't
here,
know. Maybe do another one.
to the side a little bit. See, there's Rusty's patch. Because
There's his patch
Rusty
here.
won, so we asked if we could keep his patch.
Yeah.
And we got an Oberlin. And we'll put one up from Kimmer. So we'll have 3 up.
We'll do
We'll
at
do
least
it
3,
again.
Yeah. So we're starting out with about 3. And
then, I don't know, maybe after a week or so, we'll ask people's opinion of who are participating, how many patches they want to collect to, or if they want to go by a date, or if they want to go by a number. So they might say, let's draw on Thanksgiving, or let's just draw when we hit 40.
We have Veterans Day coming up, November 11th. We have Halloween coming up. I mean, that doesn't mean it, we can do Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. We can do one for Christmas.
Donna, the snowbirds are coming back.
Oh,
they actually didn't.
The trucks are coming back.
You know what? We just went up Old 41, and we were in front of Mediterra, and I said to Jerry, I went through here, and there were 2 car haulers sitting back to back. And I look at the grocery carriages, and they have everything. Like people come to empty houses, so it's everything from milk to detergents. And people people in the stores are buying plants and mulch and
they're
everything.
getting out of your states up there, kids, and they're coming down here.
They're coming down here to live the good life. Planning on taking my state EMT cert test in a few months. Well, good luck.
Good for you. Good luck, brother.
Ryan Pucciarelli.
Ryan Pucciarelli. And he's from, Ryan is from...
I can't do it all, Jer.
I forget.
Remind us, Ryan. Hi from Northern Ireland.
Thank you.
Shinshin says, very good reading. Steve says, who are you?
Who am I? I'm an old goat.
Bah.
Got about 50-something years in the helping people business. All fire service. And love what I do, and I love talking to you guys out there.
But for everybody that's regularly watched, we never had this one up before. So I found that going through some stuff, and that was from...
The New York City, the police department gave me that on my I believe on my retirement.
Safer did.
Commissioner Safer, I was his press secretary when he was the fire commissioner, and then Mayor Giuliani appointed him as police commissioner. And it says, presented to Gerald Sanford, spokesman extraordinaire. From those of us at your first love, the NYPD, in recognition of your years of dedicated service and thousands of spokesman statements, February 20th, 1997. So that was from Howard Safer, the police commissioner, my dear late friend Richie Shearer, and Marilyn Mode, the assistant chief, deputy police commissioner. So I hadn't put this up in a while, and it's quite an honor when the police department gives you presents you with a plaque to somebody in the fire service. I mean, that's...
And I don't know, like, I'm like, what's this, Jer? Oh, yeah. Like,
I know.
He's like so nonchalant.
Yeah.
I'm like, some of this stuff is a big deal.
Yeah, it was a big deal. It was a big deal that the police commissioner, because when he came to the fire department as fire commissioner, he came from the federal government. He was in charge of the federal marshal service. Federales. And he didn't know anything about the fire service. He knew fire engines were red. And I said, Commissioner, you just follow Jerry around and I'll teach you the fire department. And that's a wonderful
Ta-da!
token.
Is he still alive?
Oh, sure. Hammond's alive. Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
and neither do the kids.
He's still on. In fact, Fox has if there's something going on that they think it might be terrorist related or something, they put Commissioner Safer on. Yes.
Chief says, we just buried a fellow firefighter brother today.
Oh, my.
He had 27 years in fire service.
Oh, my.
Oh, God rest his soul.
Salute him.
Bill says, your shirt looks like a Michigan Wolverine shirt.
Oh. All right. Oh.
I think he really likes Ohio State better.
Well, wait a minute now. Yeah, Let's not start anything, Bill.
How about those Buckeyes?
Dot the O. What do they? Dot the O? Is that what they say in the Ohio State? I don't know. What kind of Ohio State aren't you in?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I've lived in Florida longer than I ever lived in Ohio.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you there yet? Are you at that stage? No, you're not.
No, not yet.
No, you're not. You're still in New York.
I'm still a New Yorker. Always a New Yorker. Right, Donna?
Your shirt. Oh, the next one is, how old is he?
Who is? Who, me?
You.
83.
All right, Grandpa.
The old goat. 83.
Did y'all get mine yet? It has that, or has it been lost somewhere in the mail? I think it's been lost somewhere in the mail.
Oh, my God. We have been waiting and waiting and waiting, and I don't know if it's coming from another country, from across the pond. I don't know what's going on with the mail.
And you know, when I was in the post office today, I opened the box, and when there's nothing in there, I always go, "Don't you love me?" And he didn't even answer me today. I was crushed.
Well, they're hiring people, even the post office. Nobody wants to go to work.
You know, they closed the tax collector's office because nobody's working at the tax collector. They have to go all the way to downtown Fort Myers if you need to, like, do a boat register.
Oh, that's why?
Oh, yeah.
I saw the...
Everybody's on the government teat. So,
well,
let's
the government keeps sending it. Never mind.
What else?
Never mind.
Did you see the Queen's Guards playing the U.S.
Yes,
anthem?
I did. Wow.
Yes.
That was, well, let me tell you, that was... That brought tears to my eyes.
It made me cry.
It brought tears to my eyes. The Queen, she gets a big highball, let me tell you.
We went through, I would say probably about 6-8 months ago, we watched, what did we start with? Oh, we watched Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey.
So here's the problem with us old people. We have a hard time understanding, comprehending, and processing language that is spoken with the British accent on television, especially when they're talking and you can't see their face. And then we found captions on TV, and we watched all of Downton Abbey, and then we went through all these documentaries about the monarchy, about the Queen, about Queen Victoria. We caught up on everything we haven't watched in 20 years because we couldn't understand it, and had so much fun. And then I was sort of like, I don't know if I like that Queen. Some of that stuff was not nice. She was not nice. You know what? This made up for all of it. She won me over.
If we had been able to record that before our event last night, I would have played that. I would have played that, the national anthem, played by the royal, the royal guards or the Queen's guards.
Donna says nobody's working there either because they're getting checks.
Yeah.
Also, she said, "Did you see The Crown?" Which we did.
Yes, we did, Donna.
We put the subtitles on.
Yeah.
You know what? There's a comedy show called Fleabag, and it's British. And this was probably 2 years ago.
Oh.
And the girl is she's like a super fast talker, and she's British. And the movie starts, and within a second, she does 4 sentences in 15 seconds with the accent, and I paused it and I looked at Jerry and he goes, "I don't know what the F she just said." And I was like, boop, next. And so we went back and even watched that.
That was good
because
with the subtitles.
With the subtitles, it's fine. It's just
better, yeah.
But even still, I Google a lot because I don't understand the terminology or the slang. Right. So, and I'll pause it all the time and I'll be like, "Oh, Jerry, this is really clever. This is why they said that."
No, we enjoy it.
Because,
But yesterday, that playing the national anthem, I just...
That was something.
That's the love that the English people have for us. Mm-hmm. I want to say it. Remember World War II? If it wasn't for the USA, we saved England big time. But they had a wonderful leader in Winston Churchill that kept that country afloat.
The Real Steven says, "Hey, just letting you know, I passed my probation. Thanks for the wisdom and the support."
Good.
Well, good for you.
Good for you. Wow.
Congratulations.
Great. Wow. A big hand of applause for you.
Doesn't it feel good to accomplish something
Beautiful.
like that? Good for you.
Beautiful, brother.
Hey, Jerry, I see your background is different. Hey, Jean, we did a drawing, was it 2 nights ago? Because it was still up last night.
It was still up, yeah. The night of September, the evening of the September 9th.
It was closer to 10 o'clock by the time.
It was late. We were punchy. We were wet. We got rained on, but we pulled the winning card, and it was Rusty from Whitefield, New Hampshire. We took them down today, 121 patches.
So we're keeping his patch with his permission, and we have an Oberlin, Ohio patch.
Yeah, so we're going to start again. We'll start again from. So let us know how long you want us to keep them, and when when we can do them again.
Ryan Pucciarelli
Hey,
says
Ryan.
Pennsylvania.
Thank you, Ryan. You've been on before, my brother.
I think it's fab is funny. Jerry doesn't have a sense of humor.
Of what?
Just say yes.
Okay. Yeah. I know. No sense of humor.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you, who was Santana? Is that a musical group?
Yeah. Well, Carlos Santana was a guitar player. Why?
Oh, because Terry and her husband are going over to the East Coast this weekend.
Oh, Hard Rock?
I don't know, going somewhere over there to see Santana. And they were all, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's like, that might have been maybe in the early 80s,
Oh,
the
all right.
70s and early 80s.
Santana.
Yeah,
Okay.
That would explain.
Okay, that would explain my behavior. Well, lack of knowing who Santana was. Unless he plays shortstop for somebody.
Oh my God. This man will watch children play badminton, any sport. And
Yeah.
and during COVID, when we were shut down, he just, every night I'd go into the bedroom and he was watching some World Series game. And it was like the 5th time. I'm like, what game was it?
I don't know, from 1980 something.
And I'm like going, well, who's going to win tonight, Jer?
I think I know who's going to win. Who's going to hit the home run?
Donna says, where can I get patches to send? You know, if you know somebody in law enforcement, you can do it. Some people buy them online.
Yeah.
Somebody yesterday said they bought some at a thrift store. So I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't know you could potentially get them
Yeah.
at a thrift store. But maybe I'll go to a thrift store and look around. Magadak says, I got to talk to the captain with Lockheed Martin Fire Department.
Oh,
got
boy.
to sit in the crash truck. Awesome.
Wow.
Those are fun trucks.
Yeah, they're great. Wow.
Good for you. Be a nuisance.
Mac Attack, he's from Georgia, right?
Yeah, just because of the colors. Oh. My mom absolutely loves Downton Abbey.
Oh, so did we. We were late bloomers.
Yeah, like, I think it was
Everybody
out like
saw
8
it.
or 9 years.
Been out for years, and frickin' frack here, we just discovered it.
Well, everybody in Jerry's office was going
my
to
God.
they went to high tea.
They went over to the East Coast to some big mansion where they had the dresses, the period dresses and all. Dorothy and Margie. Oh, it was a big thing.
Can the patches can be anything, Donna. She says
Sure.
can they be NYPD?
Of course.
It could be
Oh,
anything.
sure.
We prefer you take the officer out of the shirt first. My dad took care of the Queen while she was on Air Force One. Oh my goodness!
wow.
And Gene's the one his father wrote that book.
Right. We have the book.
It's on the
on the counter.
coffee table.
Yep, we bought the book.
It was the Welsh Guards that were on duty protecting the Queen.
Oh, my, outstanding. Outstanding.
Did you see the Subway series? No.
Yeah,
Well-
the last one, yes. No, I didn't watch any of the games. The Subway Series, the Mets plays the Yankees. They just played this weekend. Yeah.
Hello again from Ireland. It's Daniel Aldridge.
Hi.
Misty says it's a music group. She probably
Santana.
wasn't born, but she knows about
Santana,
it because
yeah,
you know.
I was born and I'm numb.
He played at Woodstock in 1969.
Santana did? I was in 23 truck then.
What's an Elvis Presley?
What's an Elvis Presley?
He didn't know who Elvis was.
I didn't know who
either.
Elvis Presley was. I was in boot camp in the Navy. And I was out for a long time. I came back. Everybody's raving about an Elvis Presley. What the hell is that? True story. That and Dr. Pepper. I thought it was a real
Rusty
doctor.
Mickelson's here.
Hey, Rusty. Whoa!
He may have been here a while. I'm just kidding to the comics.
Whoa!
Congratulations, Rusty.
All right, Rusty.
You're the only patch
You're
on the
getting
wall.
I'm giving you the whole thing tonight. All right. All right, Rusty. Woo! One more.
Everybody go!
Everybody goes. Shut off the oven. Way to go, Rusty.
All right, lean over. Let him see his patch. His
There
lonely,
you go.
his
Your patch
lonely
is
little
up here,
patch.
brother.
That's what we got. We got Whitefield hanging out all by its lonesome.
And Rusty, we counted them today. 121. 121. We're going to the post office tomorrow. We're going to figure out, ask the post office what kind of package to put them in. And we're going to send them up to you, my brother.
David says you should come to the UK and visit Downton Abbey. It's called Highclere House.
Oh.
Yeah, we looked that up.
Yeah.
You know, if we ever travel,
Wow.
We're having a hard enough time just finding a way to get to Pennsylvania in a weekend.
No, we want to go up to Pennsylvania. I want to. Chris and I have both been to the memorial at the Pentagon. They did a beautiful job. Maybe that's not even the right word to use. Very respectful, and we were there. Chris and I first met. That's how we met, on the Honor Flight. It's an organization where we take World War II and Korea, and now Vietnam veterans up to Washington, D.C. for the day. And I knew him. I got to know a man who was heavily involved in the reconstruction and the repair of the Pentagon. And we had a private tour of the memorial. So the last thing is Shanksville. So we're still really kicking it around, and we hopefully maybe we'll go next month, but that's still up in the air.
Yeah, we need to just take a beat.
Yeah,
I need to take a beat. Chief said Maddie blessed me and is giving me a little truck like the one he gave you.
Oh wow, thank you.
Yeah, I saw that he posted. I saw that he posted them on his page either yesterday or today. Jean says, "Oh, thank you so much, Jerry. My father would love to hear that." Yeah, have you started reading it yet? That book, the Air Force One.
No, let me go get it. Hold on, Gene. Let me go get it.
We actually
Chris bought it for me.
We actually cleared the desk off, because we had all of the books, from Nick the Fire Dog, Tilly's book, 9/11 Through the Eyes of a Daughter, the book about Gander. We still have Lee's magazine called First Due, and we just cleared a lot of the desk off. So that's what I said to him. Well, let's put these away for a little bit. But I forgot about that one.
There it is.
So Gene, who is in our chat right now, his father wrote this book.
Yeah. He was on Air Force One for many, many, many years.
Did you start reading it?
I just started reading it.
Cause
Yeah.
There's a bookmark in it.
Yeah,
Jerry's like a super fast reader. I make a joke that he burns books. And I'm a real estate agent, so I always have to just stop and run into a property, and then a half an hour later, he's sitting out there reading his books.
Oh yeah, no, it's let's see. Let me see. Father is John L. Haig Sr., and I believe his rank was Chief Master Sergeant, United States Air Force, former Chief Steward of Air Force One. Can you imagine that?
There's
What a prestigious, beautiful job. My hat's off to your father. Oh my God, yes. I just started the other day. I just read the first few chapters. So I'm gonna finish that in no time.
Gerard says, hi from Limerick, Ireland. Rusty says, I just got in from a water rescue. Oh my.
Oh boy, I hope it was successful, brother.
That's dramatic. Shanksville is near my hometown of Union, Pennsylvania.
Oh boy.
Well, we will be sure to bring this book.
Well, wow, we will bring it. If we're going to go up, we will get in touch with you, please.
My bucket list is to see them all, so I so love when I catch y'all on live. And this is Tina Marie Valentin. Yeah, so Shanksville's our last one. We've seen a lot of other memorials around the country. When we travel,
we go to...
I'm always Googling.
Yes.
Oh, Jeff is here from Cape Coral.
Hey, brother.
Central Illinois. Fire's here and says hi. Miller says, where'd all the patches go?
Well, we gave them away.
Very, very late on September 11th, around 10 p.m., we finally got back from our event. Right. And we did a drawing, so you can watch the drawing. We did it live, but I also recorded with another phone so we'd have something to post. Right. So Rusty Mickelson from Whitefield, New Hampshire.
New Hampshire won 121 patches.
And then we picked 3 runners up to get prizes also. Not patches, but, prizes. And so we asked Rusty if we could keep his patch, which we did.
Yep.
And so that's still on the wall. And we got one, last night from Oberlin,
Ohio. So if you care to send a patch in, we're going to start it again. We don't know when we will do the next drawing. Probably, maybe November 11th is Veterans Day. So we may do it then. So we have a good, almost a whole 2 months. So that's what we're thinking of doing.
Tina Marie said, you said my last name right. Valentin.
That's nice.
I know, you know.
Where are you from, Tina?
Everybody, because they're just used to saying Valentine. So on that note, do you remember what the lady's name was who was our tour guide?
Valentina.
Okay. You had to lead in. He never, what was the name of the city that we took the train to?
Dasamascola.
No.
Delosquimo.
No.
DiMaggio.
No.
Scooter Rizzuto. No.
Scooter Rizzuto.
I got to call him.
Domodossola.
Domodossola.
So Tina's in Middleburg, Florida.
Oh, all right. Florida got a mark.
We probably asked you before, what part of Florida is that near? That's got to be in central.
I'll have to get my map out.
Up by Jacksonville. Thank you, honey.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. She probably told us that 5 times.
I know.
Do you know what?
All you kids out there, we love you from all over the country.
Tina Marie, I'm going to tell you this right now. We got a list of questions. Did you fill that out today?
I have it here.
Oh, you did fill it out?
Not yet.
Oh. We got a list of questions that we're going to be asked tomorrow. Jerry is going. Oh, we were going to talk about that.
Okay, let's share this with. There's a school, Ann Russo in Avon, Ohio, and we sent her a number of our books. Why don't you tell us?
Well, first we sent her a book, and then she said, well, there's other teachers. So then it was like 6 or 7 books, and then a few weeks later, 6 or 7 books, and then a few weeks later, some more books. And so like the whole middle school, they all taught a 9/11 curriculum.
Right.
And so they've given Jerry these questions. I forget the process, but it was KWL. So the K means what do you know about
9/11,
and the W means what do you want to know. Wait. Right?
They write down 2 wonder questions. In the
what do you wonder
section.
about?
What do you wonder about? And then they noted in the and L section is what they learned
after they read the book. So they've created a list of questions to ask him, and he's going to be in a Zoom.
I'll read the questions to you if you like.
But one of them was, what did you do this year on 9/11? And these 2 ding-dongs in the car sat there.
And we forgot what we did the morning.
We didn't know what we did. And I'm like going, well,
so much.
He's like, well, I went to Mass a couple times. And we
did
our
twice.
event. He goes, I don't know. I must have went to church in the morning. I don't remember. And he was instead, I went through his phone and then finally through his call record. And I said, you ding dong, you were on national NPR radio all morning. They had him on as a guest.
Right.
And I'm like, but we
forgot it.
We
Not
are
even
so
24
busy,
hours later.
Overworked,
Frickin'
underrested.
frack. We forgot what we were doing.
So, like, when we forget, like, what city or state or country you're from, it is not disrespect. It's exhaustion.
If you'd like, I can read you.
Read it down it because you did lots. Amen.
These are some of the questions that these children are going to ask me tomorrow. What did they do with all the rubble from 9/11? And it was taken out to the landfill on Staten Island by dump trucks for months and months.
But you can follow up that like they went through and looked for personal.
Oh yeah, no, I'll add to it.
You can but you're going to add to it in a rated G and not scare the children, right?
What was the hardest rescue you ever had taken part in? And I guess that was when to rescue small children. That's very difficult. Mm-hmm. Very difficult. Did you save or find anyone in 9/11? And unfortunately, the answer is no. We did not. About how old were you when 9/11 happened? And I was 63 years old. I'm 83 now. I was 63 then. What inspired you to write the book? I just wanted to get the story out about 9/11. And I did it with the helmet that I found here 20 years ago and brought it back to the South Bronx the day before 9/11. How many people in total passed away on 9/11? And it's a little short of 3,000. A little short of 3,000. When you first arrived on the site, what went through your mind? Honestly, I thought they were filming a movie. I could not believe that what I was witnessing and what I saw was in my city. Couldn't believe it. What type of planes were flown into the Twin Towers, the Pentagon, and the field in Pennsylvania? And they were all big commercial airlines. How long was the drive from Philadelphia to New York City? I drove up there on the Monday. I guess it took me about 3 hours to get up to New York City. By the time I went through all the checkpoints. Why did you write the book? I want to explain. I want you young people to know the history and what happened on that terrible day. If you stayed in New York City on 9/11, would they have let you help in the recovery? Yes. Yes, they did. Did you rescue anyone after you returned to New York City? And I did not. Nobody was rescued. How long did it take to clean up that area in New York City? I think it was 7 to 10 months was the time. And how stressful was it to be there assisting in the aftermath of 9/11? Very, very stressful. Very stressful. When I looked there and saw my brother firefighters looking for their firefighters' sons that were missing, that was extremely stressful. Terrible. We heard how many firefighters sadly lost their life that day, but do you know how many total first responders died that day? And I believe the total is 418. That's the New York City Fire Department, the New York City Police Department, and the New York, New Jersey Port Authority Police Department. Did the buildings in New York City practice drills before this happened? Yes, they used to have fire drills. Yes, they did. What has become of the space in New York City where the Twin Towers once stood? They built a beautiful tower. What is that called, honey? The Freedom Tower?
Freedom Tower.
Freedom Tower.
One World Trade.
One World Trade Center. It's on the site.
In the museum.
And I guess that's it. So tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, we're going to do a Zoom call to the students in a teacher, Annie Rosso in Avon, Ohio. We're going to be doing a Zoom. So I'm very excited about that, to do that tomorrow morning.
Coolies!
And coolies, more coolies. More babies, more. I love them babies.
Ay, ay, ay. Oh, hey, thanks for the fire, Rusty. Rusty sending you presents. What else is in your little list of things about which to chat?
Annie's patch, the Zoom, the patches, the 3 runner-up prizes, and I guess that's it.
Jeff says, Jerry and Chris, are you anticipating a follow-up book?
Wow.
You know, it would be beneficial for us to write a second book. I'm a little tired because the majority of the writing team is moi.
Miss her?
He is quality control and vocabulary.
Right.
So, you know, I think there might just be a practical life advice book for people that either are in fire service or want to be in fire service.
Right.
And it's going to be light. You know, we don't like to talk about heavy stuff. We don't like to talk about sad stuff. And maybe try to find a way to also get resources so people that do need help with PTSD can find resources online or through local, organizations and stuff like that.
We'll see.
We'll see. We just got to get our energy back so there's a little bit more passion.
It was very, very hard, very stressful.
And, it was very difficult. And there was lots to do, and one of us is 83. And
I was sick through a lot of it.
Yeah, he was very, very ill in the beginning. And, he probably would have got better if he wasn't running around being an author.
Yeah.
And he did a really fabulous job. But that was a lot of work.
We're here for you, kids.
So Chief said that would be great. Rusty said it would be wonderful. You know, I think that like people, at least the people most of the time in our chats are the ones that you don't like, negative stuff and mean people, and
we keep it simple, and
we keep it light,
positive,
and positive, and
yeah.
And I think there's a variety of things that people can address in their own lives just to be happy and functional, and to make the most of what you got. Because I know that all of the people on Facebook right now and all the people on TikTok right now, there are people that don't have what the next person has, or grew up without parents, or lost a child, or everybody has these challenges, and you can still move on.
Sure you can.
And when people look at Jerry's not been without loss in his life, and he's not been without struggle, and it's a lot of people make the mistake of comparing their insides to other people's outsides,
right?
And that's part of the unhappiness, I think.
So we'll see. We have to wait till this. We have to get our juju back. Isn't that what they say? We'll get there.
Oh, Anne's on here. She said we're also excited too.
Oh, Annie. Yeah. Love you, hon. Thank you. We got your patch, honey. We got the patch today.
I don't know if you were in
or
here.
Yesterday.
Yeah, we went up to the post office last night.
Yeah, we got it. And we're keeping it. We're putting it in our patch contest. Our next one.
So we had the big giveaway. So we took down the patches today, and now there's There's one patch. The winner was Rusty from Whitefield, New Hampshire. So we asked him if we could keep the patch.
Right.
So that's the one lonely patch. It's behind Jerry. You can't see it.
Yeah, right here, Randy.
But we know we have a couple more coming in the mail. So
yep.
So we're not sure. Veterans Day is usually like November.
November 11th is Veterans Day.
November 11th.
I'm just saying, just using that.
The 11th day of the 11th month.
Of the 11th year.
11th hour.
11th hour.
I'll get there. Maybe you should have explained that for people that don't know.
Well,
the 11-11-11.
11-11-11 was World War One. Veterans Day. I think it was the end of World War One. November 11th. November, the 11th month. The day was November 11th. And the...
it was at 11 o'clock.
At 11 o'clock. 11 a.m.
11 o'clock on the 11th of the 11th month.
Correct. And that is... it used to be called Armistice Day years ago. But now it's...
Didn't they give you the poppies?
That's where they give you the poppies.
The little
correct.
red poppies.
The little red poppies.
I remember getting red poppies as a child.
And the name of the poem is...
Flanders Field.
Flanders Field.
From Flanders Field.
From Flanders Field.
Look, Ann, we just did a Veterans Day class for you.
Yeah.
11-11-11, Flanders Field.
Flanders Field.
Actually, in one of our travels...
France. It was in France.
In one of our travels, we were driving through Kansas. We went to Kansas City, and there was a huge World War I.
Wow, remarkable museum.
And when you walk in, it's like 2 stories up in the air. The floor is glass. So you have to walk across glass, and it's a poppy field below you. It's
amazing.
all red poppies.
Oh, it's just moving.
Yeah,
moving. It's wonderful. They didn't forget the brave soldiers that went and fought in World War One. That was supposed to be the war to end all wars.
Yeah.
Yep. Nope.
Let's see what we got here. God bless you both for teaching the young ones.
Well, that's what we try to do. We pass along the seed. We plant the seed, and at our 9/11 memorial just the other night on September 11th, we had a Cub Scout troop and a Boy Scout troop, and the JROTC kids from Naples High School, and
the VFW,
and veterans from the VFW. Post 7721.
It was the biggest color guard you ever did see.
And it was lined up, and they practiced left, right.
There wasn't even enough room for those little Cub Scouts. They were like squeezing around the corner.
But the fact was, I was so thrilled that they were there, so they would know why we're there, in front of this beautiful, flowing American flag, 13 feet high and 40 foot long, the Freedom Memorial.
Chief said that would be great. Rusty said that would be wonderful. And I think they're talking about the book. Devin May Hall says, just listened to your Team Never Quit episode, loved it. Oh, that's wonderful.
Thank you.
So like we did so many podcasts. Like it's a blur to us. We did so much, but like I think the last 2 nights somebody from Team Never Quit came over.
Yes.
Team Never Quit and Getting Salty. We have a lot of follow-up.
A lot of followers. Thank you all out there.
Frank is here from Brazil.
Oh wow, Frank. Welcome. Wow.
Frank shared, Fire Chief shared the live. Thank you for sharing the live.
Thank you, Chief.
Mac Attack, gotta go. Much love. Bye, honey. Thanks for stopping.
See you tomorrow. See you, Mac. Take care.
Anne threw up like confetti and then applause.
Oh, thank you, Anne.
And that was when we were talking about the veterans.
Oh, yes.
So,
all right.
Jeff says, I spent several years as a juvenile fire safety instructor. It was so much fun. The kids are like sponges wanting to learn.
That's right.
Yeah, if you just make it interesting enough, they just love it. They don't care what they're learning about. And even I was just telling Geraldine today in the car, like the stuff when I talk to him, I have a Maddie also. My granddaughter's name is Maddie, and she comes over and like I have these conversations where I stare right at her eyes because I think a lot of people don't talk to children face to face like they're important.
Yeah.
And I'll have these conversations with her, and Jerry's like looking at me, the other Jerry, Geraldine, and I was surrounded by Jerry's, and I said I started doing that because I went to women's ministry, and all the women, it was around Mother's Day, they were like, today's subject is grandmothers and how important grandmothers were in your life. And I listened to all these women tell these stories, and I realized I never had a grandmother. I've never had a grandmother. And I was like, I had no idea. I didn't know that I should be more grandmotherly to her. I didn't know. So that's when I started baking with her, and I mean, we don't bake. Like, don't get it twisted, folks. We make s'mores.
They're gonna have a food on the stove.
We do stuff with like puff pastry and s'mores and
stuff explodes.
Yeah, there was an incident about 3 weeks ago. So it was ugly. The kids didn't care because it still tasted good. So yeah, kids will learn anything as long as you make it fun and interesting. Jay Rosler is here. He's a firefighter in Pennsylvania.
Nice, thank you, brother.
Wicklow is here.
Who is that?
Wicklow.
Hey.
Billy.
Hey.
You called her Billy on accident.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It seems like it was so long ago.
No.
Hello again from Ireland.
All right, gotcha.
Firefighter Nexus says, were you ever on an engine company?
I was. I used to get detailed to the engine.
Really?
Yeah. If they needed a man and we had more men in the truck, you went across the floor to the engine.
Did they make you go get groceries?
No. If I did, I bought the wrong amount, so I wouldn't send me again.
Oh, you wanted liver, right?
Oh, you wanted liver? Oh, get him out of here.
Limburger cheese and liver.
Ooh, and sardines. And beets. Chris's favorite.
My fear factor would be on one of those shows where you have to eat beets or sardines. I would just die. I would be like, they'd be like $1 million, and I'd be like, well, keep your money. It's not going to happen. Jerry, did you check off New Hampshire?
No, I did not.
Thank you for checking. He's like...
Thank you, I did. You got a mark.
You guys think that's funny? I just think that there's something in beets, I know that not everybody has that, but like cilantro tastes like soap to some people. It's a genetic thing. I am convinced there's something in beets because Jennifer has the same thing. Jennifer's like, it tastes like dirt. It's the most horrible taste.
Oh, they're delicious.
Oh, it's horrible.
Delicious.
And I just think that it can't be right. There's something. And I even tried them as a grown-up thinking, I just have not developed the palate yet. And I tried to develop the palate and I nearly died. So.
Okay.
Wicklow says, oh my God, I missed the live for the draw, the winner of the patches. Who won? Like this. Who won?
Rusty won.
Rusty Mickelson from New Hampshire. And it's in a video. We did it live, but I also set up a camera and taped it live so that people would be able to see. And we also drew a couple of runners up for some small prizes to go out. So all of that is on video. We did call Rusty live, but I'm not sure if it's, because it only can record 3 minutes. So I'm not sure that the phone call with Rusty was on that video,
Right.
but the drawing is. So that's it. I think
That's it, kids. I
we're
think
going
we're
to
good.
turn in.
Yeah,
and we will chat with y'all later.
Okay.
So be kind and be good to each other.
Yes,
we love
we
you
love
all.
you guys.
God
Thank
bless.
you. Thank you all.